Step into the Coliseum of Cambridge exams. Look around you. The 3.1 Calibration Methods module for Information Technology 9626 isn't just another past paper. It is an absolute arena. And let me tell you, only the prepared survive. Every single year, thousands of students walk into this exact exam armed with raw facts, only to be completely struck down by the complex, high-stakes demands of 1-point, 2-point, and multi-point calibration questions. Whether you're navigating syllabus codes 0417, 0478, 2210, 9618, or our main battlefield today, the notorious 9626, the story is exactly the same. They think they know the material, but they don't know how to play the game. Today we change that. Welcome to the masterclass that will transform you from a spectator into a gladiator. On your screen right now, you're seeing a real, brutal past paper question. And I want to introduce you to two typical students taking this paper. First, we have Alex. Alex overloads his answers with raw computer science facts. He knows everything about sensors, but there is absolutely no analysis in his response. Then there's Sam. Sam is always rushing. He completely misses the command word requirements. We've got their flawed answers side by side right now, covered in examiner red pen marks. We are going to fix them, and we are going to fix you. Let's dive in. Here is the really painful truth. Most students lose incredibly easy marks on 3.1 calibration methods, but after this explainer, you absolutely won't be one of them. We see it time and time again, just like with Alex and Sam. Candidates literally freeze when faced with interpreting complex text and data. Alex, for instance, just word vomits everything he knows about calibration curves onto the page, creating a disconnected mess of facts. Sam, on the other hand, ignores the specific command word. Maybe the prompt said evaluate, but he just described. They bleed marks not because they don't know what a calibration curve is, but because they lack the underlying analytical structure to prove it to the examiner. Okay, let's dive into this and decode exactly what it takes to survive, command those marks, and completely conquer this paper.
Here's our masterclass roadmap for today. We'll be tackling 1. Core principles, 2. Technical methodology, 3. Critical analysis, and finally, 4. Examiner warnings.
Section 1. Core principles. Let's lay the foundation.
The Cambridge syllabus is incredibly clear here, and understanding this table is an absolute game changer. Top-performing candidates don't just memorize concepts, they exhibit a connected conceptual understanding. Before we dive into the matrix, let's establish our baseline. What actually is calibration? Simply put, it's adjusting an instrument so its readings perfectly match a known standard. 1-point calibration corrects a simple offset error, kind of like tearing a digital scale to 0 before you weigh something. 2-point calibration corrects both offset and slope errors across a specific range. And multi-point, that fine-tunes complex, nonlinear curves. Now what's really interesting about this slide is how it maps exactly to the examiner's brain. Look at the cognitive domains on the left. The assessment objectives target basic knowledge, practical application, and high-level analysis. The average student, like Alex, stops at knowledge. But look at the top student action on the right. Top students anchor their theoretical architecture in precise definitions. They apply those definitions to the specific context provided, and they utilize evidence-based reasoning. This is where we introduce the Peel framework: point, evidence, explanation, link. You make your point, you back it up with evidence from the data, you provide the explanation of how it works, and you link it back to the command word. Now, before we continue and look at how Alex and Sam apply this, subscribe to our YouTube channel Ace the Exams at acetheexams_IGCSE to excel in your Cambridge examinations. Click that subscribe button and hit the bell icon right now. When we look at the broader syllabus, top marks go to those who see the bigger picture. The conceptual framework for 3.1 calibration methods doesn't exist in a vacuum. It draws on established principles from across the entire information technology and computer science syllabus. If you look at the principal examiner reports, there's a glowing neon sign pointing to success. And it says this: candidates who reference cross-topic connections achieve significantly higher marks. You must integrate your calibration knowledge with other areas of the syllabus, like hardware, automated systems, and data logging, to demonstrate true mastery. If you can show how a sensor's offset error directly impacts a wider automated system, you are immediately elevated to the top tier of candidates.
Section 2. Technical methodology. The how-to phase. Let's get practical.
Understanding the theory is only half the battle. Extracting the right data and selecting the precise analytical framework to present that data is what separates the absolute novices from the masters. This brings us to the transformation phase. We are watching Alex and Sam rewrite their answers live right now using our computer science success blueprint. Look at those brutal red pen marks transforming into beautiful green check marks. And this brilliantly illustrates the exact procedural framework you need for problem solving. When you encounter a complex calibration prompt, you run this 5-step loop. Step 1, Deconstruct the question and extract relevant data from texts and tables. Step 2. Break the problem down into logical steps. Step 3. Solve it systematically using that peel structure. Step 4. Check your findings for reasonableness. Does this two-point slope actually make sense? And Step 5. Make justified recommendations based on evidence. Imagine a 60-second timer ticking down for your first rewrite attempt. If you follow these 5 steps, you will beat the clock every single time.
Let's look at the method mark strategy. Marks are frequently awarded for process, not just the final mathematical answer. Presentation follows strict professional conventions. If you want to capture every available point, you must use proper headings. You must deploy correct terminology. Don't just say it was off. Say there was a quantifiable offset error requiring 1-point calibration. You must apply appropriate formats, and you must execute your answers with crystal clear annotation. Guide the examiner effortlessly through your logic. Now, stop scrolling. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Ace the Exams, at acetheexams_IGCSE to excel in your Cambridge examinations. We've helped thousands of students improve by 2-3 grade boundaries. Join them right now by subscribing to @acetheexams_IGCSE and turn on all notifications so you never miss our weekly exam strategy sessions.
Section 3. Critical Analysis. The Evaluation Phase.
Extracting data is one thing, but critically interpreting the relationships between data points in a multi-point calibration curve and drawing evidence-based conclusions is entirely another. Welcome to the interactive workshop phase of this masterclass. Let's move to the next visual and see how this builds your analytical depth. On the left, we have a basic data review, just summarizing what the data says. It's weak, it's exposed. On the right, we have critical evaluation. Challenge 1, data scan. Look at the complex computer science data chart on your screen. I'm putting 60 seconds on the clock. You need to extract the core trend. Go. Okay, time's up. Did you spot the nonlinear deviation that requires multi-point calibration? If not, you're stuck in basic data review. Challenge 2. Find the flaw. To evaluate evidence quality properly, you are required to identify the limitations of the data. You must highlight any assumptions made during the calibration process. You must offer alternative interpretations and, crucially, explain the exact effect those elements have on your final conclusions. This level of critical evaluation is literally the armor of a top-tier candidate.
Section 4. Examiner Warnings. Listen up. This is a high-stakes briefing.
We are looking directly at what consistently costs students marks on the actual Cambridge IT 9626 exam. Read this carefully. Candidates consistently confuse key terminology. Always define terms before using them in extended responses. This is a direct quote pulled straight from the principal examiner reports. Before you start analyzing the differences between calibration types, define what they are. This brings us to Challenge 3, speed writing. You have 30 seconds to write one perfect peel paragraph defining 1-point calibration. Go. Time's up. Did you concisely define that 1-point calibration corrects for offset errors while 2-point corrects for both offset and slope? Did you prove your baseline? Do not ever assume the examiner knows that you know. Prove it first. Define the terminology, establish your baseline, and then build your extended response.
So the crucial point is understanding the enemy. Here are the top 3 mistakes revealed by the examiners, the exact pitfalls Alex and Sam fell into earlier. Number 1, vague answers lacking specific details. Examiners want specific, granular, technical details, not generalizations. Number 2, forgetting format and presentation. Remember those strict conventions we discussed? Ignoring them bleeds method marks. Number 3, answers ignoring the specific context. If the question is about a temperature sensor in a chemical plant, your calibration answer better reference temperature and chemical plants.
Look at this visual comparison. The vague, contextless answer on the left recites generic facts about calibration, but completely ignores the specific scenario provided in the prompt. It loses marks rapidly. The answer on the right is evidence-based, perfectly formatted with clear notation, and directly addresses the prompt's unique context. It commands the method marks by evaluating performance and interpreting relationships systematically. This is our final answering system. There are 3 rules that guarantee top marks here. Rule 1, command word decoding. Know exactly what evaluate versus describe means. Rule 2, peel framework application. point, evidence, explanation, link. And Rule 3, the time management matrix, allocating your minutes based strictly on the marks available. As you can see by the progress bar on screen, your mark potential just hit 100%.
The masterclass wrap-up. Let's bring it all together.
You have survived the gauntlet. We've deconstructed the core principles, mastered the technical methodology, powered through the interactive critical analysis workshop, and shielded you against the examiner's top warnings. You now possess the insider tools to absolutely conquer the 3.1 calibration module. Before you go, here is a powerful memory hack straight from our strategic cheat sheet. Create an acronym for the unique factors affecting 1-point, 2-point, and multi-point calibration. Taking the time to build your own mnemonic device will dramatically boost your recall under intense exam pressure, ensuring you hit every required cognitive domain without freezing up. Now, listen closely. Students who implement these computer science strategies see an average improvement of 2 full grade boundaries, but that only happens if they practice consistently with our weekly explainer sessions. So, here's your final reminder. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Ace the Exams, at acetheexams_IGCSE to excel in your Cambridge examinations. Subscribe right now to @acetheexams_IGCSE and click that bell. Don't let another exam pass you by. Also, I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below with your target grade for computer science and the biggest challenge you're facing right now. Our team responds to every single comment. Like and share this video with a study partner. Ace the Exams. Your Cambridge success starts here.
The arena awaits you. The next time you sit down with a past paper, are you going to be an Alex or a Sam and fall into the vague context trap, or will you systematically deconstruct the problem using the Peel framework and absolutely command those method marks? The choice, and the final grade, is entirely yours. Keep grinding, keep practicing, and I'll see you in the next masterclass.